leftover pork back fat here. I'm going to put my Instant Pot on saute and basically fry it up. And if I have to add some more fat to it, I will. I'm thinking I'm going to do my go-to season. I'm just going to do salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. Or I could do a Java rub. What do you think, Russ?
I think you make better food than I do.
Alright, I'm going to use Himalayan pink sea salt, of course, some garlic powder, and some, what is this called? Java rub. Cajun Bayou Java rub. Like a dry rub. I'm going to throw it in there while it's frying. We'll see. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. So it's got to heat up. I'm using my Instant Pot to try to keep it a little less messy. I don't know if it's going to work. If it doesn't start crisping up, I might have to skip over to the cast iron. So the same thing I say about the keto diet and cooking, I say about the Instant Pot. You just have to start playing with it. It's the more you use it, the more you kind of just get it. Like, oh, I'll just stick it in here for this long and we'll see how it goes. You kind of figure out how to go. So a lot of people are afraid to start using it. Well, if you don't use it and you're afraid, then you're never going to figure it out. So I actually failed a whole bunch because I forgot to put liquid in. But you just have to try it. I'm going to put some sea salt. I'm going to pink sea salt here. Putting a lot. Of course you want to salty. Here's some garlic. And here's the Cajun Bayou Java rub. My sweet friend Megan. Oh, that's gonna be good. I get excited. So I covered this up because it started making the crackling sound. It's working. Just wait, it'll make little crackling and popping sounds, and that's when you know you're doing it right. Oh. So, Instant Pot to the rescue again. It's totally working, and it's a less cleanup. I'm gonna put that back on. It's been about 8 minutes, so I don't know how long this is gonna take. We'll see. All right, so while the cracklins are crackling, I'm prepping some meat, or I'm thinking making chili relleno. I'm getting some eggs ready, cracking them. So multitasking. These are almost done. So never just sit around and do nothing. While something else is cooking, you could be prepping something else for the meat, because it is a Sunday night. I have a few hours, so I'm going to actually get some things ready. Let's see. So yeah, here you go. Check this out. It's getting there. Getting crispy. You hear it crackling? The crackle means and just stir it. But this is ground lamb. This is pork sausage. When I go to cook, if I'm gonna be stinking out my kitchen making meat, might as well make a whole bunch of it. So I'm gonna have some extra meat, and I'm gonna throw them into different pieces. So as you can see, while the cracklins are going, I made a big mess in my kitchen. But I have some ground lamb, so I'm gonna make something for myself for the week with that, or I'll just have it in the fridge so I can be ready to throw that into something. I have 2 pounds of pork sausage here too, and I'm gonna make a chili relleno type of casserole thing. I already have the oven preheated to 450. I got some grass-fed cheddar, Dublin or the Kerrygold cheddar. 16 eggs in here. I'm gonna put some heavy whipping cream in there. Let's check on the cracklins. This is how I cook. All over the place. Oh yeah. Those are ready to come out. I think. Are they crispy enough? Hold on. I think those are crispy enough. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Okay. Oh, yes. Preston, are you excited to help clean up after all this?
I'm really tired. I think I need to go to bed.
Oh yeah. I keep tasting them. They're really delicious. I have to admit, I've been like snacking on pieces of the pork fat this whole time, and I'm so full. Like, I don't think I'm gonna eat dinner tonight because it's so much fat. So I totally just used some of the bacon fat from the chicharron and stuff to grease this pan, or this little Pyrex. I'm gonna make a big old casserole here. So I'm gonna take some of this pork sausage. I want to cut it up into kind of smaller pieces. Stick that in there. That's quite a bit of meat. You don't really need that much in this kind of dish because it's really pretty tasty. There's 16 eggs in there. I think I'm gonna do about a half cup of heavy whipping cream. You could also use coconut cream if you wanted to make this dairy-free. And then I'm pretty sure I add garlic to basically everything because that's weird not to have garlic in something.
Insert Asian joke here.
I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. Doesn't need a ton of salt because it has the pork in there. Like Anthony Bourdain says, always put some salt and pepper in everything. Stick blender thing. Alright. So that's all whipped up. I'm gonna pour it in. I got my cheese. It's about 6 ounces of cheese. Could do more. I'm testing out my new origami roll and cart thing because I don't have enough counter space in here. All right, I know this was 9 ounces of cheese. So depending on your macros, you know, you can adjust how much cheese and how much meat and all that stuff. I'm not counting right now, but I am just making this on the high fat side. I can kind of eyeball what my ratios are for things. All right, there's a bunch of cheese. All right, so now I have 3 small cans of green chilies from Trader Joe's. Just gonna drop those in there. Oh, maybe 2's enough.
It's not.
No, it's never enough. And whether you're keto or not, it doesn't matter. This is a delicious meal. Okay. I'm gonna pop this in the oven. This actually takes a while. It could be like 40 to 45 minutes because it's got so much liquid in it. And it's a big one. So while this is in the oven, I'm gonna clean this up and then probably make a small meal for Preston for dinner. So here we go.
Yeah, I don't think you've made enough meals. You should do that.
Well, it's Sunday. Clearly one of cooking days because there was meat splattering everywhere. I had to wear my apron this time. All right, so we'll set that I check on it. I'm gonna check on it after about 20 minutes and see where it's at. All right. While that was cooking, I did laundry and I cleaned up the kitchen. Oops. You don't want to see that. All right. So it did take 45 minutes. I guess that's how long it was going to take, and because that was last time I did it, and that's exactly how long it took. So 45 minutes at 450. If you wanted it to be shorter, you could make take a Pyrex and like not use quite as much stuff in it and less liquid, and it'll cook faster. Here we go. Bam. Ooh, see how crispy it is? Because it's got all the pork fat that I used to line the dish, so it made it nice and crispy. So it's 16 eggs, half a cup of heavy whipping cream. There's about 9 ounces of cheese in there. 3 small cans of green chilies. Just whipped it up, put it in there. 450, 45 minutes. And I would say...
And you seasoned this, right?
Yeah, I put some salt and pepper, some garlic. You can do whatever you want. You could put spinach in this. You could put some broccoli in this. If you want to put more vegetables in this. Or you just serve this with a side of veggies. That's what we typically do. Or a little bit of salsa, hot sauce. We eat this because we don't really eat breakfast very often. This will be like a lunch or a dinner with a side of vegetables if you want. If you're going lower carb, you could just eat this by itself. I didn't do the macros on this, but you could. You put this into MyFitnessPal and find out the macros. I'm going to say I would say about 8 servings. 8 servings. If you're really hungry, you can make it like a 6. So we eat pretty big, but I would say 8. I'd say 8 servings right here. So this is a typical Sunday for me if I have, nothing else going on. I cleaned up the whole house. I painted this weekend, painted my entire living room, put it all back together today, and then did some cooking. So I would call this a chili Relleno casserole for the week. I rendered some lard. First time I ever tried that. And made some chicharron right there. And cleaned up the kitchen. And I did it all at the same time. So multitasking, while one thing's cooking, I started another. I also made 2 different things of extra meat for the week. So that's a typical Sunday for me.